How's it going? Yes, what a beautiful day today was. I'm doing this all by myself tonight. Woo! Yay! This is Rebellious Ruth, Saturday night, 8:45, the 5th of September, I think. Last I looked. Anyway, what an amazing day. Beautiful day. Sun was shining. It felt like the second. Yesterday was a very good day as well. Like the sun was shining. Everyone's moods hopefully lifted. There's hopefully a new vibe in the air. Lots of cool things happening. Lots of hectic things happening. But yes, but lots of people are with family. It's hectic times, but it's also, I believe there's upliftment. The earth is turning. New things are happening. So, how's it, guys? I hope I am live. Hello. Hello, joking atheist. Wait, I'm learning this. Bear with me. Oh, wait, you hold it down. Okay, cool. Hello, and Totenkopf's here. So what can I tell you? I suppose in my ramblings over the last 48 hours and being by my solace with Russian moon boots and all. Oh, wait, I just have to move the camera. Hold on. Look, it's a Zash moon boot. See? Zash moon boot. Okay, sorry, won't mess the camera. Oi, Clinton's having a freak attack probably there in Pennington. Anyway, hello, Clint. Hello, family. Hello, Elizabeth. So the last 48 hours and me basically on my back pondering the meaning of life, the meaning of all things that happen, and the language of love. And what is a love language as well? Well, look, this is not, I don't know how long I'm going to talk for, but might be just short, but this is part one to many things. Some ideas I'm having is, that little saying that says, happy wife, happy life? Well, in a nutshell, it basically means that when your woman is happy, you can do nothing wrong. And she'll cook for you, and she'll clean for you, and she'll even, she'll wipe your bum if she has to, basically. But you have to make her happy. And my question is, how do you do that? And men think it's I suppose flowers and chocolates, and in the old 200 years ago, it was a little bit of salt on a special day. Oh, what every girl's dream. Oh, to have her little ounce of salt. Women have to deal with lots, like kids. And I think a lot of relationships break up when kids happen, strangely to say, because a whole shift happens with women, and sometimes the man doesn't know what to do, doesn't know how to cope. But all he has to remember is happy wife, happy life. Okay, so the atheist's kind of getting it right. The joking atheist is getting it right. Let her. Okay, it's a bit early for that. But you're basically heading where I'm heading. Okay, maybe not tonight, but it's down that scary road. So if you're a bit of a prude or you're just curious, stick around, don't stick around. But I think the joking atheist has hit the money. Yes, and Elizabeth Lowell, Clinton, not there to hand signal tonight. No. He's like, stop the kid from coming and this and that and everything. But that's life. Life happens and you can't control it. And the only thing we can control is obviously our reactions. And that's very hard to do sometimes. And you don't even know what your reaction is. And sometimes you're so shocked at your own reaction. You're like, wow, like Or you anyway. So some of those things, it's not only the physicalness, like the joking atheist. Sorry, I'm knocking the camera's not stable on a horse. And actually we need to fix it. Sorry, it's bouncing. 1 second, forgive me, people. Now I've lost my train of thought. Not only do you need physical love, and not only intimacy is about, you can have intimacy and not have physical love. You can do that. I believe it's about having respect for the other person as well. And this is all cliche, and we all been through this. Let's see. When you say a woman after birth heads in a direction, how does that differ from a man? So I think, and sometimes it's completely the opposite. Sometimes the woman doesn't feel a sense of, I think a woman, it's letting go of all her own, because a woman knows, and even a man knows, that he has to put himself first, that he'll never put himself first ever again, ever. But I think when I was pregnant, I remember being all alone and sitting on the couch one day and realizing, oh my gosh. And I actually wept that I was never going to put myself first again. Not really. Yes, it's gotten better. It's definitely gotten better. I've got a twitching eye. I'm nervous. So, and I do remember weeping and thinking, I'll always have to look out for someone else. I'll always have to make sure that that other person who is my child is okay. And it's a massive responsibility. And I think even for a father, it's a massive responsibility. And often it's such an overwhelming thing. I mean, women suffer from postnatal depression, and there's a whole mindset of natural versus C-section. Look, I personally, if the mother's in danger, C-section all the way, it's wonderful. I mean, my ideal birth would have happened to be in a big bowl of water, like a jacuzzi thing, and I would have loved to have had a water birth. But mine was trauma, 2 months prem, blood gushing everywhere, all good. And he's here, and praise God, he's turning 15 on Monday, and he's an absolute joy. And in relationships, and not only the relationships we have with our children, but with our partners. Okay, I've sidetracked Zeish completely. Right. So let's look at comments. All right. Good question. So I don't know if I answered your question entirely. Click on the stream to bring up comments. Okay. He's like sending me subliminal messages here. And that light's a bit not right. See, my light's not perfect, people. My ideal birth is something like an alien. Hold on. I've got to get this new. I've never done this before. Now I keep clicking on Elizabeth. Where's that one? I need my brilla. I need my spectacles. No, I'm teasing. So it's something like alien. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think any man thinks that's what it's probably like for a woman, or that's what they're subliminally thinking is going to happen. And also when she's pregnant, like the whole sex act becomes the strange thing, and you're worried your erectile's going to hit the child's head, dong, 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 dong. And sometimes it happens. No, very seldom. Talking absolute cuck. By the way, disclosure, I'm not a psychologist. I have no real, I suppose, training besides the life experience of what I've experienced. So please do not, this is only my opinion and my ideas, not anyone else's. So I'm not a qualified therapist or sex therapist or relationship therapist. These are just my experiences. So disclosure there, people. Please don't get excited. How's it, Chantal? Gentle inflatables. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, compose yourself, Ruth. Big preggies is lekker, big boobies and big bum. I keep shaking this thing. Sorry. Yeah, you're supposed to shake your woman, but gently. And I think women, and the truth is that women themselves don't know. They don't know what turns them on. They don't know what gets them excited. Yes, we've all got some shmushy Jane Austen's idea of some man who's going to defy all, and I love you. Je t'aime. I mean, they sold how many of those flakes? What is it? Simple melt and all resistance crumbles. What was that ad? Remember that flake ad? Kuchale, I don't want you no more. Take your clothes. You're cheating on me. Wah. No, take it. And you bring her the flake, and oh, it's heavenly. I'm telling you this. If your woman is either pissed at you, give her a chocolate. And then when she's had the chocolate, here, drikkie. Because there's nothing better than chocolate and a nice drikkie when a woman's feeling like fragile and moody And you know, men, and it does happen. It happens to us once a month. And there's also a whole nother cycle, which I will get the doctors on for, and we will engage in that conversation if it's interesting. And I think, because that's the thing, women need to know. We don't even know. We're like, we get so overwhelmed by like, oh, and what happens to us. I mean, as little girls, it's properly frippin' traumatizing. It was traumatizing for me. The whole process, learning what to use, what to wear, when it happened, the embarrassment, would it happen at school, would it happen in front of people? So, yes, this is a journey. This is about learning, and this is part 1. So I'm going to read some of your comments. Jen said flat says it's like being a beautiful cow. Moo, moo, moo. And isn't your hair gets thick? My nails were the best they've ever been. They were thick and long. I did my brain. I had pregnant brain though. I actually remember putting milk in the cupboard. Swear. I mean, when I'm normal, I do crazy shit. But that was the cake. Then I knew. Okay. I'm done. Like, I can't anymore. Chocolate and wine. Yes, please. Oh, okay. You see, the wine I'm a bit sensitive to. I'm getting old, lady. I'm getting old. I can't dope like this. I'm having a Savannah. Cheers. It's dry, but you can drink it. So, cheers. I don't know. This StreamYard is weird. Oh, yeah, you can see who's watching. Okay, we've been on 1212. That's the weirdest thing with me. I always look at digital numbers and they always repeat themselves. I must stop shaking the screen. Clint, I'm shaking the screen. I don't know if you're trying to reach me. Your camera is bouncing. I know my camera is bouncing. It's because it's not on. It's on like this empty box. Sorry, people. I will sit back from the table. But I like leaning on something. I do. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what that's about. I don't know if the joking atheist is still here. The most important part of being in love is to remember you are best friends too. And that takes hard work. I mean, let's be honest, even girlfriends fight and guy friends fight. Teenager, can hear everything, teenager. What are you doing, teenager? Nothing. Okay, this is actually an over 18 stream, but you're welcome to listen. So anyway, there's no really foul language. I don't think I haven't said anything yet. Forgive him. So yeah, friendship. So what is friendship? Oh, it's bouncing again. I would say consideration. I would say respect. And consideration, to me, consideration is key. If there's no consideration, and that's where, like in the Old Testament, there's that law, love your neighbor as you love yourself, right? Because if you don't love yourself, you'll never know how to love your neighbor. And that's also key in relationships. You have to have a sense of self. Friends first. Elizabeth says, Savannah dry. It's not light. I know I should be on a diet. Yes, I fell off the wagon. I did operations. And I was given sweeties. Yeah. TG fed me lots of sweeties. It's like he wants to keep me lumpy. Yeah, really. Yes, agree. What's the, okay. Joking, yes, agree. Joking, as teenagers held on no ears. Yeah. But anyway, he's a good kid. I'm lucky to have him. Cheers, people. Be thankful for the small things, because that's at the end of the day all that really matters. I mean, I was thinking about weddings as well, like relationships, and I'm going to delve into, these are subtopics. Tonight is just an introduction. Tonight is only an introduction. We cannot get through the language of love in one show. It's not going to happen. In fact, we're going to have guests on, and we're going to have doctors and lady doctors, and we're going to find out all what's happening down there and in here. Because this is the main master. This is the sex organ, the brain. Nothing else. This. It's very hot. It's actually beautiful. It's such a beautiful evening. I think the temperature is like 22 or 18. It's incredibly warm here in P-Town. I don't know. Can you guys see this? The question, the comments as they're coming? I never used this software. Thank you, Gentle Inflatables. What do women want out of love? Honestly, the first thing that flashes in my mind, truly, security. Well, that's what I want. I want to feel safe. I want to feel looked after. That I can depend on the other person. That if shit goes down, hey, hello, you better be here, yeah. That's the nutshell, the security for me. And I'm just an earth sign, so go figure. But yes, yes, it's the security. And I think families lunge this entire massive bravado show of, Indian, Jewish, and Greek weddings. I don't know. I'd love to go to a Spanish wedding. That must be absolutely. But I suppose the Spanish do Catholic weddings. Yeah, no, be to a few of those. Hey, can I just come to the rehearsal? Can I come to the after thing? No, it's like disrespectful if you don't go to a church. Like you're invited. But I've been to like two friends of mine who got married in churches, and I think I only went, I don't know. But as a Jewess, I'm actually technically not allowed to go into a church. I can go into a mosque, but I can't go into a church. Yeah, tough crowd. Hello, Letheria. So we need to trust each other. Another keyword. Trust. What does love mean? Security. Trust. I'll get to that comment now. Trust is massive, but what if you somehow and I don't mean don't trust yourself, but like don't trust your own thoughts for that person. Like let's say you've been cheated on and now you get into a new relationship and you're constantly worried like your partner is going to cheat on you and how it affects your relationship. And it might be all nonsense just in your head. How do you decompartmentalize that and not let it be a thing? Trust is a massive factor. And like, in which trust do you do first? Because let's be honest, nowadays, people get physical first. And then there's no real basis. You've jumped from the end goal, what should be the end goal you do in the beginning. So that whole actually build-up of trust is all phantasmagorical. It's got no basis because you've given the most precious thing you have generally pretty early. And that the physical relationship is so special. And that's a massive thing. I think people of today, well, I don't know about so much of the millennials. I think kids are wisening up to, I think, what a lot of people born in the 70s and late 60s and, I think people were very fancy free. Like sex is AIDS is rife because for a reason, the porn industry is just, it's off its head. I know my son's seen porn. I'm sure he saw it when he was 12, 13, not by my own free doing, but he's probably logged on to something and some video or some thing came up and, it's horrific. And they actually have proven that the more porn, okay, let me rephrase. The one thing all psycho serial killers have in common is a massive amount of watching porn. Ironically enough, that's the one common thread. Besides, obviously, abusive families and matriarchal disagreements and all sorts of things that happen. That's the main thread, right? And it's worrying because it's so vastly, and it also desensitizes what happens in real life. No real life. I don't know why the camera, I'm trying to not bounce the table. Okay, so bear with me. And then when I touch the panel, so those are just some of the things that I think about and that I contemplate and that I think we should get into. Like, yes, security, trust, and the physical. If there's no physical, then there has to be some other payoff. There has to be physical. And sometimes the physical is the most difficult challenge of it all, because anyone can do it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to do it, but to do it correctly and in a communication way where it's entirely encapsulating and fulfilling to your partner in every way, like not only maybe emotionally or some sort of a physical payoff, but that it actually stimulates this thing between your gray matter, between your ears. That is getting to the real nitty-gritty. So yes, and obviously there are physical hindrances, and they can be, I mean, look, I'm going to start selling toys, because I think if a woman by the age of 40 doesn't know herself at least a little bit, I'd say, yeah, you need to find a really good gynae, and I know a few. So, and gynaes, I mean, my first time at the gynae was flippin' horrendous. And it was no fault of my poor mom. I mean, I just said, well, we're here now. Let's just get it over and done with. We went to one of those old starts, Hospital Genelua. And the oak, I swear he could have been on Goebbels' staff quite easily. I don't remember his name. But it was those olive-colored leather chair seat things, and it was no pink frill. It was so clinical and so I don't know, it was a bit traumatic for me, but I got over it. Look, it took me a few to find a good gynae, and I finally, at the age of 39 or 40, found her. Yes. Dr. Emma Bryant. She's incredible. All right, so I'm dropping here with the comments. Forgive me, and I'm not used to this. I will set you up on a blind date with a friend. Ooh, nice, Gentle. Please do that for Totenkopf. Yeah, he deserves to find someone nice. And he's a young lad. He's got his whole life ahead of him. The joking atheist. Yes, the basics. Oh, no, that's Elizabeth. Yeah. Well, who's talking? Yeah, she's saying to him. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I hope you're having a lekker evening, whether it's watching a movie or praying or doing something fun. And hopefully you're with the people that you love, or at least you've reached out to the people that you love today. Because life is short, yeah? And you never know when it's going to be gone. So don't make enemies. Don't cause cack. Be safe. And yeah, love. Cheers, people. Good night. Oh, wait, there's Arbot. Hello, Arbot. Arbot, I'm leaving. What's the time? I was only going to do a short stream. Unless I should stay on. Should I stay on? It's already 9. Isn't Germ streaming? I thought he was doing a stream tonight. No? Anyone check? Not that. That's all good. But yeah. And I think Germ's with Derek. I think they're having a kayak together this evening. So hope you guys are enjoying. And yeah, keep it real, guys. Have an amazing Sunday and a great week. Cheers. See you Tuesday. Bye.